A special message to Sturgis Mayor Rod Bradley as we wrap this thing up, guys. This is the final day of the rally right here. We're across from the Oasis and the Hotel Sturgis. I understand the mayor owns a bar, owns a hotel down here, does have a very vested interest in the community. Well, Mayor Rod Bradley, as you can see, the final day of the rally, dead. What did we see this year? If you've been following all of my coverage, a steep drop off in attendance. And I ask you this, I implore the mayor, what can we do? What can we do to keep this from happening next year and the year after? Because let me tell you this, a lot of people said, oh, the rally was late this year. And that is true. Starts on the first Friday. It was August 7th on a Friday this year. So that was late. That pushed it up against back to school, high school football. But guess what? Next year, August 6th. So same situation. What we have heard from so many, the price gouging drove them out of here. It was simply too much for hotels, too much for campsites, too much for t-shirts, too much for food. $25 for a cheeseburger, $25 for 3 tacos. And here is my point to the mayor, because I wanted to come down here on the final day. I was here last year, final day, and what I can tell you is, no, it wasn't bustling, but there were a lot of motorcycles. There were a lot of, you can go back to my coverage. I was live on Cycledrag, YouTube and Facebook last year, and till the sun went down, I remember filming the last bike riding away from the Sturgis Rally. This year, something weird happened, and I spent a lot of time talking to vendors over the last several hours. Some of these vendors have been coming here for 15, 20 years, and I said, guys, what is going on? They said they have noticed a downward trend the last 4 or 5 years. I think it's something we need to correct. I just wonder, does Sturgis have their finger on the pulse? What I said on my Facebook video is, I will concede, Mr. Rod Bradley and everybody else, they know the Sturgis area way better than I could ever imagine. But dare I say, I think I know the motorcycle scene, the motorcycle community better than them, from going to all these rallies, races, and seeing what's going on and talking to the manufacturers and the OEMs. And let me tell you, things are changing. The people who used to come to this rally in the 70s, 80s, 90s, they're aging out. It's kind of the same thing that we're seeing in racing for this hot rod culture. This new generation is different. And millennials like bang for buck. They like letting their money go as far as possible. These are the kids that lived through the financial crisis, that lived through the housing crisis, that want bang for your buck. So I just wonder, I didn't see a whole lot of young faces here to keep this rally going strong. How do they get together and keep these vendors going strong, right? Were you down this year? Up this down? Down. How much down do you think, sir? If you had to guess.
It was pretty bad. It was pretty bad.
Man, what do you attribute that to? Just
probably last year.
That's true. So here's the thing that everybody's talking about. Last year was the anniversary year. It was the 85th. I expect anniversary years should be big, but I don't think that's the only reason. I don't think people tap out on the 86th, 87th. And my example is this. Imagine if the NFL said, we're only going to have a big Super Bowl every 5 years, right? Every year needs to be big.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So I don't know. What I ask you as a vendor out here is, can they get more reasonable with this space that you have to rent? Can they give you more reasonable rates?
I think they could, yeah, absolutely.
And that would help you bring your prices down, correct?
Absolutely.
Awesome, man. What's your name?
Jason.
From?
Illinois.
Illinois. Nice to meet you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your hard work. That's what we've been doing, guys. We've been boots on. I've heard a lot of opinions. Some opinions from people that haven't been boots on the ground. I've been out here covering this great rally. And let me make no mistake, I love this rally. I love motorcycles. I want to see it continue to prosper. But what I have continually heard over and over from motorcyclists who left early is it is too pricey out here. It's too expensive. And again, if you weren't here, go back and watch my videos and you can make your own conclusions. That first weekend was promising. I watched Mayor Rod Bradley open it up right at the square, and I said, boy, this looks like the best I've ever seen as somebody who's come here for many years. And the stats backed me up. South Dakota Department of Public Safety says they were up about 3%. Then we saw a drastic drop-off. The weather turned, but the weather wasn't all that bad. There was a bit of a hailstorm that people had to contend with. There was a bit of a rainstorm, but they were short-lived storms. Short-lived storms to where anytime you go to Daytona, anytime you go to Sturgis, as a biker, you know you're gonna encounter some weather. The question is, do you say, okay, let's get past this, let's put the bikes away, let's find something to do, we'll get the cards out tonight and enjoy the next 4 or 5 days? No, that's not what they did this year in Sturgis. A lot of people left Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and I told you by Wednesday, this rally was down 23% on a 5-year average. And I'm not buying the anniversary excuse. Last year was an anniversary, so we're down. Well, why did so many people leave early then? Why did so many people leave early? I know why they left early. And that's because when that weather does turn, it's the same thing. Hey guys, how you doing? We got some more cool vendors in there. Shout out to all the vendors from all over packing up this circus. But this is what I hate to see on a Sunday of the rally. You know, Daytona does a tremendous job in that I used to not stay till Sunday, Daytona Bike Week, and then I finally did because it's like slam. It's absolutely slam. Now, here's the difference in Sturgis that I talked about with my other video. When people leave here, if you send them out of here, most people traveling 2.5 days to get here, they're not coming back. So I just wonder, to keep this positive, tie a bow around this, Rod Bradley, local officials here in Sturgis, how do we keep from price gouging? How do we keep cost low? How do we make it appealing and affordable for the next generation of bikers to be here? They should want to be here 10 days beyond, right? Let's have, I mean, this rally really should be 2 weeks long, right? Because what you see, it's like a big wheel, people in and out. Some people here, and then some people arrive. We used to see people arrive for the second weekend. That is not the case this year. I haven't heard one vendor so far tell me they were up, and the mass exodus is what concerns me, because people were here. So if you were here, why did you decide to leave when the forecast looked really good for Friday, Saturday? And look at this. This is perfect riding weather. I mean, kudos to you. If you guys are still here, this is the dessert. This is the dessert. You get to go up to Mount Rushmore and Devil's Tower and ride all those rides with volume low, low traffic. But I hate to see this for all these businesses out here. And I hate for the bean counters or perhaps greed to really significantly dampen the rally. It's what we never, ever want to see. We want to see people continue to support this great rally and come for many, many years to come. I want to know your thoughts down below. Shout out to these guys over here. Thank you guys so much for watching all of my rally videos. Still a few bikes left, but I'll tell you, last year at this time, man, I stayed here till dark. I was here till dark, and there was still a significant amount of motorcycles. That is not the case this year. Everybody left Sturgis early. How do we prevent this from happening next year? That's the question. Thanks so much, everybody, for subscribing. Please go back and watch all my videos. You can judge for yourself, and that's the great thing about video and this constitutionally protected activity that I engage in this great country that we live in. You can go back and watch the video and review for yourself and watch what happened. I had a hard, lofty goal this year. I wanted to put out a video a day. Didn't get much sleep. I got some tired eyes. I'm sorry. We're gonna go rest up after this. But man, I was so disappointed. I was so disappointed come Thursday, because this was the lowest Thursday I'd ever seen. I was at the drag races on Wednesday, and that's when I started getting tipped off. Look, you want to talk about bad weather? Guys, we had nice enough weather to drag race on Wednesday, right? You guys know drag racing. No, if it was a monsoon, if it was a washout, you're not drag racing. So we drag raced, and then about 10 o'clock, a pretty significant storm moved in, and that's when a lot of people told me, successful business owners, you know, I'm getting out of here. I'm getting out of here, yeah. And I just think that those $500 hotel rooms and the incredible cost have a little something to do with it. Gotta incentivize people to stay here in Sturgis, or we're gonna continue to see that downward trend. And I know the Chamber of Commerce can dress this up any way they want to. We got the eye test, and you got the videos here. So long live Sturgis. Where's Pappy? Pappy up there in the clouds, the man who founded this great thing, started out as a small little motorcycle race, grew into this. Let's hope it keeps on going strong. We need your thoughts, your input down below. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. You know, if there's anything fast motorcycles, Cycledrag, it's got your back.